Hello everyone, I am Dr.A.NAGALAXMI, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Finance in Dr.SNSRCAS College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Coimbatore. It's my privilege in making an explanation in the course Cost and Management Systems in the unit Introduction to Cost Accounting, and the topic is Material and Labor. So first we should know what is meant by material cost. The term materials refers to all commodities supplied to an undertaking. For costing purpose, materials may be classified into two broader categories, direct material and indirect material. So materials means all commodities supplied to an undertaking. All commodities. So what are all the raw materials needed in converting into a finished product? All those raw materials are said to be materials, which will be supplied by some other suppliers to the undertaking. That is said to be materials. So for costing purpose, material may be classified into two broad categories. So as we already seen in the last session, that is PPT, that material is categorized into direct material and indirect material. First we should know what is meant by direct material. So direct materials are those materials which can be conveniently identified with and can be directly allotted to a particular product, job or process. So direct material means all the materials that which can be conveniently identified, that is with directly allotted to a particular product, job or process. That is direct, what are all the materials used directly in manufacturing. Those materials are said to be direct material. One of the nature of direct material is that it varies directly with the volume of output. If the volume of output is more, materials incurred, that is materials needed, is more. When the volume of output is less, the material needed will be less. Example, basic raw material, timber in furniture, cloth in garments, gold or silver in jewelry. These timber, cloth, gold and jewelry or silver, these are the basic raw materials. Primary packing materials, bottles for water, wine, a can or tin for drinks, milk, ghee, bag for cement. These are the indirect materials. So indirect materials which is not needed for manufacturing, but these are all needed for selling a product. Those things are said to be indirect materials. That is primary packing materials. They have given an example. Indirect material. What is indirect material? Indirect material, those material which cannot be conveniently identified with and cannot be directly allocated to a particular product, job or process. So those materials are not needed in any stage of production or in any stage of process of a particular product is said to be indirect material. It may or may not vary directly with the volume of output. Sometimes these materials may vary with the volume of cost, or sometimes it may not vary with the volume of output. Stores used for maintaining machines such as lubricant, oil, grease, cotton, etc. So what they are telling is stores, that is there is a manufacturing, the machinery is there. For better running of the machinery, it has to be oiled, it has to be greased. So lubricant, oil, grease, cotton, everything is needed. Those materials are not directly needed, so it is called as indirect material. Materials of small value are also called as indirect material. So direct material means material which is directly involved in production, material which are supportive to the manufacturing, but it is not a ingredient for manufacturing. That is said to be indirect material. Direct labor. So direct labor means the labor which can be really identified with a specific product, job, contract or process. So who are all working. Labor means nothing but the employees working for manufacturing a product. So direct labor means the persons who are directly involved in manufacturing. It varies directly with the volume of output. If more number of output is needed, more employees will be engaged in production, in manufacturing. If less number of output is obtained, then less number of employees will be employed for that production. So weavers in weaving unit, all factory workers, carpenter in furniture unit, baker in baking unit. So weaver, factory workers, carpenter, baker, they are all said to be direct labor. Indirect labor. So indirect labor is the labor which cannot be really identified with a specific job, contract or work order. It may or may not vary directly with the volume of output. So here sometimes it will vary with the volume of output, sometimes they will not be they will not vary with the volume of output. Example, labor employed in personnel department, payroll, engineering, timekeeping department. So see, other than production department, employees will be working in other departments. So they will not be directly involved in manufacturing, but they will also work for the organization, like personnel department employees, payroll department employees, engineering employees, timekeeping employees. So they will also work for the organization, but they will not directly involve in manufacturing. So they are all said to be indirect labor. Thank you for patience listening and understanding the concept material and labor. Thank you.